Welcome to New York, a city that never sleeps, where every street has a story and every corner whispers history. From the towering Empire State Building to the peaceful paths of Central Park, this city is a heartbeat of dreams, struggles, and unforgettable beauty. But have you ever wondered how it all began? Let's take a journey through time and discover the powerful story behind the lights, the landmarks, and the soul of New York City. Every year, more than 9 million people from different countries come to visit this amazing city. They watch shows at theaters and explore interesting museums. They look at old, beautiful buildings, some are hundreds of years old. Many people walk or relax in the green, peaceful parks. Others enjoy a cold drink in a lively pub. Some visitors go shopping on Fifth Avenue or visit Macy's, a very famous store. Around 2 million people visit the Statue of Liberty, and another million go to see the Empire State Building. New York is a big and beautiful city with so many exciting things to see and do. It makes people smile, wonder, and dream. But how did it all begin? Long ago, the name New York came from the Dutch. Before the Dutch arrived, other people were already living in the area, but sadly, we don't know much about them. In the early 1600s, the Dutch came to America and started building houses and other buildings near the Hudson River. They made a town and called it New Amsterdam. They even built a bridge over the river. Ships would come up the river from the sea and stop in New Amsterdam. The town began to grow quickly. New and important buildings were made, and some parts of the old Dutch city walls can still be seen today, near the Museum of the City of New York. New Amsterdam became a rich town with about 50,000 people. But soon, the British came, took over the town, and changed its name to New York. After that, many of the buildings started to fall apart. Soldiers even destroyed some of them. Almost 500 years ago, King George was the King of England. He made the Dutch leave New York, and his men rebuilt the town. In 1776, America declared independence from Britain. That was a big moment. After that, people started building the Statue of Liberty, a symbol of hope and freedom. When Abraham Lincoln became president in 1861, about 50,000 people were living in New York again. By the year 1900, the city had grown even more, with 200,000 people. But many of them lived in small, dirty, and crowded buildings. Life was not easy for them. In 1918, something very sad happened. A sickness called the Spanish flu came to New York. Many people died. That year was called the year of the Great Influenza. Just 1 year later, in 1919, another tragedy happened. A big fire started in a house near Wall Street. It quickly spread across the city. More than 250,000 people lost their homes. It was heartbreaking. The fire destroyed many old buildings. But in a strange way, it also cleared away some of the worst and most dangerous ones. New York has had both good times and hard times. But every time it falls, it rises again, stronger, brighter, and full of hope. After the big fire, new houses were built in New York. These new homes were much better and safer for people to live in. Then, between 1930 and 1931, something amazing happened. Workers built the Empire State Building, one of the tallest buildings in the world at that time. It was a symbol of strength and hope during hard times. By 1950, New York had grown so much that more than 3 million people were living there. Today, that number has grown to over 8 million. There were already 8 million people living in the city during the 1960s, but in the 1970s and 1980s, many people moved out of the center to live in quieter areas. Still, New York never stopped shining. If you're visiting New York, one quick and easy way to travel around is by using the underground train, also called the subway. The trains run all day and most of the night. Just remember to buy your ticket before you get on. Try not to travel between 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock in the morning or between 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock in the evening. These times are called rush hours because thousands of people are going to work or coming back home. The trains get very crowded, and it can be hard to move or find a place to sit. Another fun way to explore the city is by taking one of New York's famous yellow taxis, called yellow cabs. Most of them are yellow, but not all. If you see a taxi with a "For Hire" sign, you can wave and stop it. The taxi drivers are usually friendly and helpful. You can also take a special visitor's bus that takes you to many popular places in the city in just one trip. The whole ride takes about 1.5 hours, but the best part is, you can get off at the places you like, explore, and then get on the next bus when you're ready. It's a great way to see more and enjoy at your own pace, if you love the water. Why not take a boat trip along the Hudson River? Boats leave from Battery Park and take you to the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island. These trips usually run between April and October, when the weather is nice. You can also take a longer boat ride to the Brooklyn Bridge. It takes about 4 hours, and along the way, you'll see the beautiful bridge that connects Manhattan and Brooklyn, a true work of art. In New York, even the president has a home. It's at the United Nations Plaza, located at the end of 42nd Street, a long road that begins at Times Square. At around 11:30 in the morning on most days, you can watch the soldiers at the UN Plaza change the guard. It takes about 30 minutes, and many visitors stop to watch. In August and September, you can even go inside and visit some of the rooms at the United Nations. Just be ready to wait in line, because lots of people want to see it too. Art lovers have so much to enjoy in New York. You can visit the Metropolitan Museum of Art, which holds the city's biggest art collection. Another famous place is the Guggenheim Museum, where you can see beautiful art from all over the world. These museums are open most of the year, and don't forget the Empire State Building. It's no longer just an office building, it's now one of the best observation decks in the city. Every year, more than 2 million people come to visit. Tour guides tell exciting stories about the building's history, and when you look out from the top, the view of New York's skyline is simply breathtaking. You can also go to the top of the rock at Rockefeller Center for another amazing view of the city that never sleeps. The Brooklyn Bridge is close to the financial district and is one of the most famous bridges in New York City. It first opened in 1883 and has become a true symbol of New York. With its beautiful arches and long cables, it connects the boroughs of Manhattan and Brooklyn. Standing tall over the East River, not far from there, on Liberty Island, stands the Statue of Liberty. This famous statue was designed by a French architect named Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi. He created it after the American Revolution as a gift from France to America. Bartholdi designed more than 50 statues around the world, but this one is the most loved. Visitors can go up inside the statue and reach the crown. From there, they can look out across New York Harbor. It's a view that fills your heart with joy and pride. St. Patrick's Cathedral is another special place in New York. It is over 140 years old and one of the most famous churches in the city. After the American Revolution, every president of the United States was sworn in here. The tall spires and peaceful interior make it a quiet, beautiful place in the middle of the busy city. Near St. Patrick's Cathedral, you can find the United Nations headquarters. This is the home of the international organization that works for peace around the world. High on the building is a large clock called the United Nations clock. The Secretary General, who is the leader of the UN, lives nearby. You can walk along First Avenue to the United Nations Plaza. As you pass the line of colorful international flags, you'll notice a small side street on your left that leads you even closer. When you feel tired from looking at tall buildings and busy streets, you can find peace in one of New York's beautiful parks. Central Park is a perfect place to rest. In the middle of the park is a large lake called the Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis Reservoir. You can even take a boat out onto the water and enjoy the calm. It's a wonderful escape from the loud noise and crowds of the city. Near Bethesda Terrace in Central Park, you can find the Speaker's Circle. Here, people from around the world come to speak freely. You can listen to interesting talks, ask difficult questions, or even stand up on a box and speak your own thoughts. It's a place full of energy and ideas. Bryant Park is another lovely spot. It sits next to the New York Public Library. In the park, you'll see a statue of William Cullen Bryant, a famous poet and journalist. The park is peaceful and green, a nice place to read, relax, or watch people enjoying the day. In Brooklyn, Prospect Park is home to the Brooklyn Botanic Garden. This garden has thousands of beautiful plants and flowers from around the world. There's also a theater inside the park. On warm summer evenings, people sit under the stars and enjoy plays by William Shakespeare, England's most famous writer. The feeling of watching a performance under the night sky is magical. Another quiet and lovely place is Washington Square Park. It's next to New York University and is smaller than some of the other parks. But many people say it's even more beautiful. With its fountains, music, and happy crowds, it has a charm that touches the heart.